Welcome to Social Media Fridays, edition number 38. Each week we meet to wind down and talk about what happened this week in the world of social media. With us today we have Daniel Negraha, world's greatest programmer. I see by his profile pic he's getting younger by the day. And Edwin Jonk is CEO of Idis Toast in the Netherlands. He is, or the website is spelled IDESTHOST.nl. And Masataki Wasa is also with us. He's a Google top contributor with the AdSense Forum and the Google Plus Help community. Masataki is also webmaster of wasaweb.net, WASAWEB. And also, last but not especially not least, is Meher Bhagat, a social media dynamo from New Delhi in India, and me. All right, so each week we post items of interest on the Social Media Fridays community on Google+, and we bring them here on Friday afternoon to discuss them. First one on our list today is Facebook doing something else wrong. They've got a long list of things like this. They really don't care what you think. It's titled Facebook acts as the Reclaim Yourself app, which was an app that watermarked your Facebook pictures. And the text is, Facebook is going to change their terms and conditions with regard to pictures. Therefore, Reclaim Yourself made an app to watermark your pictures. However, Facebook scrapped the app and also removed the pictures from Google that use the app. And also, the likes to Reclaim Yourself have been removed. This was posted by Edwin Jonk, who found a couple of English articles on this and posted them in the Social Media Fridays community. And you can read those URLs if you're following along at home. Edwin, what's the story here?
Well, a lot of people didn't like the updates to Facebook. Basically, the update to the terms of service is that Facebook here controls your pictures. So this app basically uses Facebook to find your pictures and then watermark them. And Facebook didn't like that, and they removed the app, but they also removed all the pictures from the people that use that app. So it basically would replace all the pictures you had with a new picture, which was watermarked. So those people that changed their pictures with a watermark don't have any picture now.
Oh, so the pictures have been deleted.
Yes, including with the app. There are some people saying that the old pictures are back in their folders on Facebook, but that's also weird because the app basically deletes the old picture and adds the new picture to it. So then there was the full deletion.
Wait a minute. So how many copies of the images are there? So there's the original, on which the watermark is applied. Is that saved, sort of, written over the original file?
Yes.
So there's only one file, image file. So there's no original and then watermarked. It's just the watermark that overrides the original.
Yes, and
And
most people
Yeah.
report that they lost their pictures, but there are some people that said that Facebook replaced it with the old non-watermarked pictures, which, if you follow the app, basically should have been deleted.
You,
They also have mentioned on the very website regarding the same that Facebook has actually, taken control over that. But apparently, they're still giving access to Facebook, and you can reclaim your photographs.
So, the problem is that what happens if you watermark it outside? I mean, before you upload them to Facebook, they're fine with that, right? So, you have a picture and then have a text on it.
Well, we've gone silent, and I wasn't up. I was telling Dan a small issue. So, should we continue to castigate Facebook? I don't think we've really given them enough curry, you know.
I'm curious that this is very much because Edwin said it's covered in Dutch media. It hasn't really been covered in more broadly. So, are the users of this particular app predominantly from the Netherlands? Would that be correct, or is it?
Yeah. The whole website
because
is in Dutch, so it's not really
yeah,
targeted.
Okay, have they already blocked this app? Because on the very website they're saying,
Oh wait,
after January 31st, take control.
no. They made a statement that on 2 days ago you can reclaim your images again.
They might have worked out a deal with Facebook in that case, because
Yeah.
they're back in business, right?
Well, it's quite a short statement. It's possible to reclaim. We are glad that we succeeded to realize a new version. We were surprised about the attention Reclaim got in the media. And we are honored that the Reclaim initiative is being used by so many. So it seems that for some reason there's a fix within the app. They don't say what they have done. But I guess you can use that app again.
All right. We move on to the next people.
Yes.
Done.
Jim, before we end up, there is another interesting thing that I just went through their website. Okay, if you have already uploaded a photograph and that's not reclaimed by this app, and you actually, implement that app and to a particular photograph, all the previous comments and likes would actually go, because For Facebook, it's a new picture, and it would be deleting the previous one and uploading this one. So yes, all the Facebook likes and comments are gonna go.
Yes, yes, indeed. It's a new picture. And the old pictures are deleted. And you have the option to back up your original photos.
Okay. Well, let's move on from one diabolical social networking company to another. YouTube Premium and the Mess with Content ID is the title. Posted again by Edwin Yonk. He said YouTube Premium is a service to give you paid high-quality content, but they also want successful artists from the free version to move over to the paid version. Of course, the monetization on the free and paid version are different, and then the problem starts. Not being able to release new music elsewhere before it's on YouTube.
So this artist, Joey Keaton, she distributes her music on SoundCloud. She torrents it. She uses a number of services to basically push out her music. And she also uses YouTube. And on YouTube, she uses the Content ID. Basically, what the Content ID does is look for the look on other videos if the music on that video is yours. If it is yours, then you can say, well, put ads on it, or if there are ads, you get a cut of the ad revenue as the artist. Now YouTube wants everybody on the YouTube Music Key, which is somewhat similar to Content ID, I think. And that Music Key includes the YouTube Premium service, so that's paid music. But then you have to agree with the new terms of service. And Joey Keaton finds it quite upsetting that she has to upload all her music on YouTube first before she can, and thereby she cannot use the other services.
Yes, I remember when software companies were all touchy-feely and kind, and they had mottos like, don't be evil. But these days, they're just a pack of greedy bastards. The only thing that's going to change that status quo is a new kid on the block, and it's with enough clout, no pun intended, to go back to the way things were. I mean, I still think it's supportable. I think that you can still be nice and fair, and make a profit. Anyway,
well,
it just seems to me. Yeah, go on.
On our blog post, she actually says something about don't be evil. I think in her former life she worked in the tech industry. Not sure if she's a software developer or something else, but she did work before her musical career. So this is what she says, quote, a lot of people in the music industry talk about Google as evil. I don't think they are evil. I think they, like other tech companies, are just idealistic in the way that works best for them. I think this because I used to be one of them. The people who work at Google, Facebook, etc. can't imagine how everything they make is not like totally awesome. So that's her reply to the "Don't be evil" comment, Jim.
Yeah.
It's part of a trend, isn't it, that different social media platforms really want to wall you in, and that you use that particular platform. And not only is it becoming a platform where you can upload things and share things, but what would be the right expression? These platforms are not just being a platform where people can upload stuff, but it is becoming a producer of content, or trying to act like a producer of content. Does that make sense?
I'm still trying to reel it in.
And I can see artists saying like, I don't want to put everything on YouTube. I want to have different things on iTunes. Maybe Go ahead, Mastake.
Yeah, it's that idea that Amazon is now producing television series, right? Netflix is producing its own television series. Not just being happy or distributing things, other people's stuff. It is becoming a producer in its own right. So YouTube and others, I think Facebook would be trying to do the same. Not only do they want users to upload their stuff, they want to become the destination for that and be a producer, and in a sense the exclusive place where people can first see or hear or watch something. So that's sort of the value proposition, I think, that they want to say, look, we are distinguishing ourselves from other places because we can give you first access to this particular music or to particularly this clip.
Okay.
No,
Any
I'm
more
not
to add
making
on
sense
this one? No, you're making sense, Masataki. It's just that I'm brain dead today. Were you on last night, Edwin, when I fell asleep in the Damasio Questions hangout?
No, I was only at 10 o'clock. It was 10 o'clock in the evening that I was home, so I had to work late.
Okay. All right. This is getting to a real hate fest tonight, but here's one on Facebook's crazy terms of service update. Facebook is changing their terms of service. In short, users are giving permission to use them, use them as if it is Facebook's intellectual property. They don't really say that, but it is so vague and broad that users give Facebook carte blanche. And carte blanche is French for blank paper, i.e. a blank sheet on which to write whatever one wishes, in particular one's own terms for an agreement. To start the conversation, let me quote you this. This was written by you, I take it, Edwin?
No, that was the quote. What I find
from the article.
quite upsetting is that they really use intellectual property content, and then later on they say you give us an intellectual property license, which is quite weird to do, and it's also forever. Once you give it to them, you cannot say no, I don't want to, unless you delete stuff, delete your pictures. It's really broad, and I think if they're going to put this in court, those terms of service won't hold. And that's what I think is the main problem here, is that that Facebook is just throwing things in the terms of service. Well, they don't really look at what they can and are allowed to do so. So I don't think it will be any problem at the moment. But if there's going to be issues and Facebook is going to be challenged in court here, then they will probably lose.
Yeah, I think it's fair to say that no matter how draconian their terms of service become, or how selfish Facebook becomes, people aren't going to leave the service because of that. And I guess that's they've already done their polls, and market research groups, and found that out already. They already know that, otherwise they wouldn't do it. Yeah, that's my thoughts. Nothing substantial. What about you, Meher? What do you think about that? What do you think about Facebook in general?
Facebook in general, privacy is out of question. That's the only thing that I think about Facebook. You come, talk, move on. And if there's stuff that you're sharing, it's not a place to actually share. It's a good place to market. Sorry.
I think Facebook is used for sharing, especially pictures. When you, for example, when you were at a party, you share that with the group of people that were at that particular party, and that's fine. That's nice. I think many people use it as a share platform for pictures, for text, or for all kinds of sharing content stuff. So.
Mostly it's shared for everything.
Go ahead,
Jim, you were saying? No, I was just saying the same.
You go ahead.
I was just saying the same as Edwin. It's mostly on a shared base, be it a video. Now, I don't see much videos coming through on Facebook as much as it is on, for pictures and content. Now you go ahead.
Well, I was going to say certainly Facebook is used for sharing in my extended family, and I'm a recovering Facebook user. I've been clean for I think about 15 months now, but still I know that most of my relatives communicate via Facebook. And for that reason, I suppose I should use them again.
To be fair, Facebook says that they're going to use only the public pictures, and they do call out your profile picture, and how's that picture on top called? So if you only share the pictures to a certain group of people, it shouldn't affect this. But who knows? Facebook is known to change the private to public over time.
The question is, can they use the picture, the images, within that group? I.e., if you have shared something with your, close friends or friends of friends or whatnot, can Facebook use that within the same sort of permission, if you like?
I think they can I think they can also do that with the old terms of service, but in this case, it's not for your friends or within a certain group, because you're giving Facebook. Let me see. It was something like non-Facebook users.
Yeah, because they want to use it for ads, right? Essentially.
Yeah.
So, as Jim said, I don't think people will be leaving in droves from Facebook over this. No. Until horror stories come up. I mean, if they're real horror stories, like finding your spouse, on a dating site. For example, there's an ad for dating site on Facebook, and then your spouse's profile picture pops up, or something like that. Unless there are that kind of issues where things go wrong and very wrong for many people. Most people just wouldn't care. They would just blithely go in, agree to it, and then continue in their merry way. And I think it's not just Facebook. I think all companies know that people don't read the terms and conditions or terms of service, and you could probably get away with almost anything, so long as you put a big "I agree" button somewhere.
Yes, yes.
So,
and I think it's also a little bit similar to Instagram. Not sure how Instagram was set up, but I'm pretty sure photographs were quite upset about the settings, the terms of service on Instagram. And now Instagram is, of course, Facebook. So maybe this is a move to merge Instagram and Facebook a little bit. I don't know.
Okay. I hear silence. So does that mean it's time to step up to the last article we have?
Yes, let's do something happy.
Okay. This one was posted by Maher, and it's about a new internet portal from Snapchat known as Discover. Snapchat's quote was, "Social media companies tell us what to read based on what's most recent or most popular. We see it differently." Snapchat said in a blog post announcing Discover, "We count on editors and artists, not clicks and shares, to determine what's important." Yeah, next thing we'll have Mark Trepagan down there talking about Snapchat authorship, I guess. We're gonna counter.
Not exactly. Their virtue is pretty much different. Like social media, what it does is that you share an article, there are a number of likes, there are a number of people commenting it, there are, number of shares across, networks. So this is how we actually get to know this article is worth reading, or it's a popular article. But with Snapchat Discover feature, what they're trying to do is they're trying to get selective selective artists showcasing their photographs, videos to large audience. That's what they're trying to do mostly. But it won't be based on comments or shares or likes. That there would be as I said, these would be hand-picked designs. Media partners, everyone on board for advertisement is handpicked, even the artist and music or whatever it is.
Yeah, basically it is media partners that work with Snapchat. Yahoo is one of them, Daily Mail, People, Food Network, National Geographic. There were also, I think, some news items or some news media that were partners. And you can search on Snapchat for content to those media partners. CNN is one of them. So it's not an open platform in the sense that you can add your videos to Snapchat. It is pretty close now.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't actually say content, because there's content has a lot of tech. With looking at Snapchat, what it usually does is have a picture or a video. Video is not, I don't think it's more than 10 seconds or so. So basically they're trying to build up something on a very quick note, a quick search.
I think these are full videos, Maya. No?
I don't think Snapchat would actually go for full videos. Otherwise, they would have given Snapchat as a as a video tool. They should have given at least 30, 40, or 1 minute video. But it's not. I don't think it's that much. So I don't think these people would actually be going for a full video for 10 minutes or 15 minutes. I think they would be going for a shorter video, but with creative idea onto it. And I think that would be the idea.
I think they are going to share the content they already have. So, for example, Comedy Central is there. I think you can watch some episodes. But of course, they determine the partners say, well, this is the content we like to share on Snapchat. But I don't think it is a short version. I think that's between the media partner and Snapchat.
Well, on the official blog for blog for Snapchat, they haven't actually shared any kind of video yet, or a kind of promoting video. I mean, just an introduction to discover how it's going to work or something. I haven't actually checked out that video yet, but the whole concept is because they have they're inviting people, journalists, creative artists, creative directors on board to have this concept worked out. So I don't think it's going to be something which is going to be very, very in terms of when it comes to video, it won't be a large file or something. It's going to be short, more creative, to the point, more of a storytelling as they've labeled it. And all the edition would be updated every 24 hours. So I don't think that's logical to work longer videos which is only going to run for at least 24 hours. It won't make sense for them to actually put that much of effort into a video which is going to be displayed only for 24 hours, or maybe archived, whichever way. But on display, it's going to be only for 24 hours.
Yes.
And Snapchat is quick. Snapchat is quick. One click, send. Take a video, send. That's it.
Yeah, but I don't think the media partners are going to create a dedicated content for Snapchat. What I understand from the article is that they share the content they already have on Snapchat, and then Snapchat may put banner ads on over it, or video ads, or what have you. And the author of this article basically compares it to the Yahoo portals. For example, you have yahoo.com/tech, and then there's all kinds of tech news and tech reviews. And he compares it a little bit like that, like this portal to different content.
Yeah, they're bringing up through channel system in that very very feature. They're trying to build up a channel system. Maybe for technology it's going to be different, for others it's going to be different, for artists it's going to be different. So probably they're working something out, because it isn't final yet what exactly are they delivering. It's just an overlay idea what Discover is going to be all about. But I don't think there's an extensive detail that they've actually mentioned. Just an overview how what exactly it is, how it's going to capture, and where it's going to go. Where are the advertisers? Who are the advertisers? Pretty much those details. They haven't actually went through detailed information yet. I mean, they haven't declared the detailed information yet on their blog. I'm not sure if other people are mentioning whatever it is, but on their own blog, they haven't actually mentioned anything else apart from just a introductory video and a very brief, in fact, on Discover.
I have to hand it over to Snapchat. There were like that app that was used for sexting, and now they are really moving beyond that and trying to create a beautiful, useful app. So, well
maybe
done
it's to invite other kind of users as well.
Yeah. Well done to Snapchat, because the space was already crowded with all kinds of social apps and other social media stuff. And they did succeed in having having their own corner in the social media space.
Well, how about it, Masataki? Should we go and join? What about you? Well, I mean, we need an exit strategy. I'm not, comfortable with my current exit strategy. It'd be nice to set ourselves up so we can just make a graceful exit after they sunset Google Plus.
Yes, we need to build resilience into the system.
What about you, Edwin? You don't use Snapchat, do you?
No. Oh, but this is quite interesting. Yeah.
Well, look, why don't the three of us do it as an exercise? Or four of us, I'm so sorry. Meher, why don't you're on Snapchat, are you, Meher?
Well, I have an account on Snapchat, to be honest, but the fact is that I haven't been actually able to use it. How to bloody use it? I have no idea.
Right.
It doesn't give me much option. This, as Edwin is saying, there are a lot of features, but when I actually open my app, all I see is a video button and a picture capture button. That's it. That's the only two buttons I see. There's no other buttons that I actually see on this app. It's driving me nuts.
Apparently, it's very popular with teenage girls. Now, I'm not a single bloke, but Masataki and Edwin are both eligible young bachelors. I imagine it'd have some interest there, Edwin.
Are you
I
trying to get us
first-
into trouble?
I first need a crash course into selfies, Jim. Maybe you can teach me that one.
Well, I mean, the web is awash with my selfies. You know, my monochrome selfie. They're all over the web, you know. Well, no, I'm actually being serious, and then see, even Dan's curious about Snapchat. How about the 5 of us sign up with Snapchat and as an exercise? We might have fun.
We can do that.
I can see you're all so excited. You just can't. You can't wait to talk about it. Oh, well, we'll talk about it through the week. Now, have we covered this article?
Yeah, pretty much. If I can get your mail IDs, I'm going to send you a picture that I've just clicked with Snapshot.
Okay. Well, if you're still watching us at this point, I'd like to thank you for showing an interest in what we do. Your interest makes what we do worthwhile, and for that we are truly thankful. We'll be back at the same time next week. Don't forget that you can add your own topics to Social Media Fridays, and you can join us if you have the time to do so. Thank you very much, and have a good weekend.